Just read from the beginning, because that seems like the... no, I'll just read from the beginning. Okay. So, Beast of No Nation, it is starting like this. I'm feeling itch like insect is crawling on my skin. And then my head is just starting to tingle right between my eye. And then I'm wanting to sneeze because my nose is itching. And then air is just blowing into my ear. And I'm hearing so many things, the clicking of insect, the sound of truck rumbling, like one kind of animal. Then the sound of somebody shouting, "Take your position right now, quick, 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 move with speed, move faster," in voice that is just touching my body like knife. I'm opening my eye and there's light all around me coming into the dark through a hole in the roof, crossing like nets above my body. Then I'm feeling my body crunched up like one small mouse in the corner when the light is coming on. The smell of rainwater and sweat is coming into my nose and I'm feeling my shirt so wet it is almost like another skin. I want to be moving, but my whole bone is paining me and my muscle is paining me, like fire ants is just biting me all over my body. If I can be slapping myself to be making it going away, then I'm doing it. But I cannot even move one finger. I'm not doing anything. Footstep is around me everywhere, and making me to think that my father is coming. Are you okay? No worries, just, do we have water? Footstep is everywhere around me, and making me to think that my father is coming to bring medicine to stop all of this itch and pain. I turn onto my back. The footstep is growing louder, 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 until I'm hearing it even more than my own breathing or heart beating. Step slap, step slap, step slap. I'm hearing getting louder, 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 and then shadow is coming into the light from under the door. Somebody is knocking, knock, knock, but I'm not answering. And they're all angrying too much and just kicking, so the whole of this place is shaking, and the roof is falling apart small, small, so that more light is coming in. And the wood everywhere is cracking until I'm hearing ping, ping, and seeing screw falling from the door into a bucket near my feet. The sound is fighting the wall, bouncing from here to there through the net of light, until it's like the sound is pushing the door open, so there's so much brightness. Brightness. So much brightness is coming into my eye until I'm seeing purple spot for a long time. Then I'm seeing yellow eye belonging to one short dark body with one big belly, and leg thin like spider's own. This body is so thin that his shorts is just blowing around his leg like women's skirt, and his shirt is looking like dress the way it is hanging from his shoulder. His neck is just struggling too much to hold up his big head that is always moving one way or the other. I am looking at him, and he is looking at me. He is not surprising at all to be seeing me, even if I am surprising for him. But his face is falling and becoming more dark. He is sniffing like dog and stepping to me. Fuck! He is hitting me. Again and again, he is hitting me, and each blow from his hand is feeling on my skin like the flat side of a machete. I am trying to scream, but he is knocking the air from my chest, and then slapping my mouth. I'm tasting blood. I'm feeling like vomiting. The whole place around us is shaking, just shaking rotten fruit from the shelf, sounding like it will be cracking into many pieces and falling on top of us. He is grabbing my leg, pulling it so hard, it is like it will be coming apart like meat, and my body is just sliding from the stall out into the light and onto the mud. In the light, my breath is coming back and using force to open my chest, to make me to coughing and my eye to watering. The whole world is spreading before me, and I'm looking up to the gray sky, moving slowly, slowly against the top leaf of all the tall, tall Iroko tree. And under this, many smaller trees fighting each other to climb up into the sunlight. All the leaf is dripping with rainwater and shining like jewel or glass. The grasses by the road is so tall and green past any color I'm seeing before. This is making me to think of jubilating, dancing, shouting, singing, because Kai, I am saying that I am finally dead. I am thinking maybe this boy is spirit, and I should be thanking him for bringing me home to the land of the spirits. But before I can even be opening my mouth to be saying anything, he is leaving me on my back in the mud. I can see the bottom of truck parking just a little bit away from me. 2 trucks is blocking up the whole road and more parking on the roadside. This piece of cloth covering them is so torn up and full of hole, and the paint is coming off to showing so much rust, like blood, making me to think that the truck is like wounding animal. And around all the truck, just looking like ghost or soldier. Some is wearing camouflage, other is wearing t-shirt and jeans. But it is not mattering because all of the clothes is tearing and leaving a big hole. Some of them is wearing real boots and the rest is wearing slipper. Some of them is standing at attention with their legs so straight that it is looking like they do not have knee. Some of them is going to toilet against the truck, and other is going to toilet in the grasses. Almost everybody is carrying a gun. The boy who is hitting me is running to the first truck. When he is reaching the door, he is bending down with his back so straight and his legs so straight, only his head is moving back and forward, left, right, on his neck. Then he is standing up and suddenly, quick, just like that, the door of the truck is swinging open and hitting the boy right in his big belly, and he's just taking off like a bird, flying in the air and landing on his bottom in a hole of water on the road. There is sound coming from all the other soldiers. It is laughing sound. I'm lying here even if I'm wanting to get up because my body is just paining me and I'm fearing that if I'm moving, somebody will be doing something very bad to me. A man is coming down from the truck. He's looking like the leader. I'm staring at the man in his jacket that is coming apart into so many green strings moving back and forward each time he's breathing in or out. He is wearing gloves so dirty, they are almost yellow or brown. And his cap he is holding in a sweaty place under his arm is flopping down because it is soaked almost all the way with sweat. I'm watching him move from truck to truck. The truck is so old that the paint is falling off, and the tire is so low when he's kicking them, they are pressing in and out. All the other soldiers, all the other soldier is following each movement he is making. Even all the one holding their gun ready to shoot is shifting his head to be watching him, looking at every truck. He is moving slowly like an important person to make sure that everybody is looking at him, is knowing he is chief. All the other soldier is staring at him like he is king, and I am staring also. By the time this leader man is leaving the last truck, they are surrounding him, and all of them are moving the same way he is moving. They are following him to me. Their shadow is surrounding me and their leg is like cage around me. Nobody is saying one word and the man is chewing inside of his cheek, like just looking at me like I'm an ant or some insect like that. He is saying, "So who is finding this thing?" But nobody is answering. Then he is saying louder, "Why is this thing here on the ground?" The boy who is finding me is now coming back from my shack with some banana just as black as the road. He is wiping fruit from his mouth with his hand and walking to the big man who is saying to him, "Striker, is it you who is finding this thing?" And the little boy is nodding his head very hard like he is happy that the man is knowing him. Striker, is it you?" The man is saying. Hey, yeah. He is shouting and then he is turning to the other soldier and cursing them. "So you mean all of you grown men, of all of you grown men, only this boy, one skinny little thing like this is finding this thing here?" I'm not moving and the leader man is throwing his arm into the sky. He is shouting, "Where are you finding him?" so hard that his voice is becoming high and sounding like it is sticking in his throat. Striker is pointing his arm at the shack. "Is that right?" the man is saying, and shaking his head like he cannot be believing it at all. He is shouting, "You, where is Lieutenant? Lieutenant!" And another voice is answering, "Sir, he's in the bush." The grasses is shaking and man is coming out from there. holding his trouser with one hand and his gun with the other. His yellow skin is shining like gold and sweat is shining on his beard. He is running to us and stopping when he is coming to be looking at me like he is confusing too much. Then he is saluting very lazy. Not like everybody else who is looking like they are not even able to bend anything. Commandant Sa, he is shouting in a voice that is even sounding like somebody whining. This man, Commandant, is saying, come here, until the lieutenant is moving closer to Commandant, who is shouting, just what are you doing? Lieutenant is not saying anything. You don't know? Please, sir, please, I was shitting in the bush. And Commandant is grabbing Lieutenant's ear until the man is squeezing his face with so much pain. Open your ear and listen to me well, Commandant is saying. If you are wanting to shit, you are not shitting on my time. Who are you? Just running into the bush like woman. If you are wanting to shit, you should be shitting right here on the road. You are not leaving this road for anything. Are you understanding me, Lieutenant? He's nodding yes. And all the other soldiers are trying not to be laughing by stomping their feet and coughing and pretending to sneeze. Sorry, guys. What this is, Commandant is saying and pointing to me. Why are you leaving Striker to bring him out? Oh God, what am I doing, Lieutenant is saying. He's spy, it's ambush, let's just kill him and leave and clear from this space. Shut up your mouth, Commandant is saying. Who and who is asking you to speak? Idiot. If anybody is coming here, we will deal with them proper. Then everybody is starting to laugh. Even Commandant. And while this is happening, I'm seeing how Lieutenant is looking like he is wanting to be killing Commandant. He is grumbling to himself and making his hand into fist. Commandant is kneeling next to me and smiling, so I'm seeing how his teeth in his mouth is in his mouth anyhow, just yellow with gap here and there. His gum is black and his eye is so red. His nose is coming out into a very round bulb at the tip, which is sticking over his fat brown lip. He is stretching his glove to my face, grabbing it hard, but also soft like he is caring for me. And then he is looking at all of the blood and dirt and mosquito bites and mud I'm having on me from dragging in the road. He's clicking his tongue and saying to Striker, are you trying to eat this one or what? And Striker is shaking his head, no. Since he is finding me, I can never hear this boy speak. By now I am knowing who is Striker and Commandant and who is Lieutenant. But there are so many persons who is not saying anything at all that I'm just wondering if they're even knowing how to speak. Commandant is turning to me. Do you want some water? He is saying softly. But I'm not answering because I'm floating on top of my body and just watching. The world is changing into so many colors around me, and I'm hearing people speaking, but it is like different language. I'm floating away like leaf in water until whisha. I'm feeling cold and more wet, and then how my body is heavy all around me. Striker, Commandant is saying, go and bring more water. Striker is running to the last truck and jumping up. Then Commandant is saying to me, are you hungry? Are you thirsty? And because I'm feeling much better and my head is feeling more clear, I'm touching my belly and nodding my head yes. He's saying, well, that is no problem. If you are wanting food, you will eat. If you are wanting drink, you will drink. But that is having to wait until you are telling me my name, your name. How can I be sitting down to eat with a man who I'm not knowing his name? Are you hearing me? I am nodding to him again, but word is not able to be coming from my mouth. You are having name, is it not? He is saying and sticking his face into my own face. I'm trying hard to remember, to be squeezing my thought from my name, but I'm not getting anything. Now, Commandant is getting angry and pointing to himself. My name is Commandant. Everybody is always calling me Commandant. What is everybody always calling you? I am shaking my head to trying to remember as Commandant is just reaching to his belt and showing me one black gun like that. I'm wanting to cry and I'm feeling like I'm having to go to toilet. But I'm knowing if I'm doing this, he will be killing me just like that. So I'm shaking my head and looking at his red eye until I'm remembering that just like that, just how in my village, everybody is calling me Agu. Because that is what my father is calling me. I'm whispering, Agu, my name is Agu. Because it is hard for me to be talking. And then I'm seeing how Commandant is taking his hand from his gun and smiling. Agu, eh? They are calling you Agu. Well, that is what I will be calling you, he's saying. And I'm breathing again and my head is not hurting so much because I'm thinking, glory be to God in the highest, I am still living. Commandant is having a smile and crawling slowly onto his face. And he's turning to his soldier and saying, see this one on the road? Do you see him? And they're all shouting, yes, yes, while Commandant is touching his beard and using his fingernail to pick all the scab and cut from between the hairs. He's looking from soldier to soldier and everybody is staying quiet. Bring water, and he's shouting, and Striker is handing him one small blue jerry can with red top. Commandant is taking one dirty handkerchief from his breast pocket and wetting it with some water. Then he is grabbing the back of my head and rubbing my face, saying, well, if you are going to be eating with man, you are having to be clean. I'm feeling the water in all my scratch, bite, and cut, and it is stinging me too much. I'm wanting to shout, but he is smiling with his tongue and his teeth, like he's finding and cleaning old treasure. I'm so thirsty, I am grabbing the can, but Commandant is lifting it high in the air and pouring it onto my face and onto my mouth. He's tasting of plastic and kerosene. It is having small grain of sand in it, but I am managing. It is making me to feel somehow good. Lieutenant is snorting and stomping his feet. Commandant is saying to me, why are you just lying by the roadside like one dead rat? Lieutenant thinks you are a spy, is it so? Lieutenant is saying something under his breath and staring at me like he could be chopping me to many pieces right there. So what is your business here? Lieutenant is shouting at me. Shut up your mouth! Commandant is shouting at him. Who is asking you to be opening this your stupid mouth anyway? And then he is talking to me and saying, so what is it you are doing here? In one small stall just waiting. You should be telling me. Are you spy? If you're not speaking, then yeah. And he is taking his knife from its container on his leg. It is having black handle and black blade, except in the edge, which is just shining so sharp, it is looking like you can even cut hair right down the middle. The shine is blinding my eye and making me to fear. Otherwise, he is saying, I will just be giving you to Lieutenant. Just look at him. I'm not even knowing what he will be doing with you. Better you just tell me and I will be helping you. I'm blinking because of the sharpness of the knife. Looking at it is making me to feel like my tongue is cutting loose and just ready to say this and that. My father is telling me to run. I am saying to Commandant, run far so the enemy is not catching you and killing you. And then I'm just hiding in the bush and running this way and that way, not knowing anything. Lieutenant is snorting again. Is that so? Commandant is asking me. Where is this your father? And the other soldier is leaning forward until I'm feeling like they are putting their eye on me, until their stare is just feeling like insect bite. I am not knowing I am saying. I am trying very hard to not be crying, so these people will not be thinking I am a fool. He is saying he will find me. Commandant is sucking in his lip, touching my face, softly. He is taking my hand and pulling me to my feet. Do you want to be a soldier? He is asking me in soft voice. Do you know what that is meaning? I'm thinking of before the war when I'm in the town with my mother and I'm seeing men walking with brand new uniform and Chinese sword, holding gun and shouting left, right, behind trumpet and drum, like they are doing on parade. And I'm nodding my head yes. If you are staying with me, I will be taking care of you and we will be fighting the enemy that is taking your father. Are you hearing me? He is stopping and licking his lip. Are you hearing me? Everything will be just fine, he is saying, with his lips so close to my ear that I'm hearing saliva in his mouth. I'm looking and seeing his smile and feeling his hand on my face touching me softly. I'm seeing all of the soldier with gun and knife, and then I'm thinking about my father just dancing like that because of bullets. What am I supposed to be doing? So I am joining, just like that. I am soldier. Thank you guys very much.